for those 2 weeks, my brother was taking care of me, and he was starting to also show symptoms. So we were both taking care of each other. Um, yeah, so I guess to answer your first and second questions, what had motivated me to work at the front line? Um, well, initially, I was very depending on the fact that I'm young and healthy with no underlying conditions before. So, and especially when I just started to recover from COVID after more than 2 weeks of staying home in bed, um, I, I just thought that why sit back and watch when I could use my skill and knowledge as a nurse to help others, because uh, the it was all over the news that the the amount of patients was just increasing, um, and that nobody was ready, you know. So I just didn't want to. I guess I just didn't want to sit back and just watch. Um, yeah. So when my parents when I told my parents that I was going to go back to work and that I just got a position to work on specifically the COVID intensive care unit, um, I can tell that they were having a lot of mixed feelings about it. They were definitely scared, definitely anxious for my health, but strangely very understanding of my decisions. Um, and I think they know that, um, you know, that is dangerous being at the front line, but they also know that I, just like many other healthcare provider who has chose this career, know the risk of working with transmitted disease, and we still think that it is, you know, that it is something that we shouldn't run away from, but to work as a team and help each other get through this. Um, and I always thought, if we're all afraid and we're all staying home, who are going to take care of the sick and the dying? And yeah, sure, it is dangerous, but you know, it is what we learn to do to help people. Um, your other question is to describe the situation in New York up to now. Um, I think that one of the reasons why that New York become one of the biggest state in New York City, one of the biggest city with the high population of COVID patients, is because we're more condensed than other cities and other states. Everyone live on top of each other in small apartments. People rely on public transportation a lot, and it's very crowded here. A lot of tourists comes from all over the world, and therefore, it is definitely foreseeable that we would have a higher populations of sick patients here. Um, but so far, um, the so far I have definitely seen a lot more patients being discharged, because people are staying home more. They adhere to social distancing and are very careful when it's come to washing hands and protecting themselves.